Hey guys, Wilbur here, and today we are back with another video for you guys. And in today's video we're going to be talking about which perk is better, Electric Cherry or Widow's Wine in Black Ops 3 Zombies. Now if you don't know what those perks actually are, Widow's Wine was introduced in Shadows of Evil, which was the first map for Black Ops 3 Zombies, and Electric Cherry was introduced in Mob of the Dead but was brought back into Zombies in general in WIDOWS, which was the latest DLC map. So today we're going to be sitting down and we're actually going to be talking about which is the best perk for high rounds, or just really having a good game of zombies in general. What is going to be the best perk for you guys? So if you guys enjoyed this type of video and want to see more, be sure to drop a like on it. It shows you guys really support my videos. Subscribe to my channel for the daily Black Ops 3 Zombies videos. I do tips and tricks, tutorials, challenges, and a whole lot more throughout Black Ops 3, so you don't want to miss out on that. Now without further ado, let's get into today's video. Now I would like to mention that this is going to be 100% opinion based. I've been looking at other people's videos about this topic and which perk is going to be better for you, and I'm just going to give you my raw opinion of what I think of both perks. I'm going to be showing you what they actually do, what the effects they do to actually kill zombies, and what they just give you a boost for yourself to do in game. So let's get into the first one. Now the first one I'm going to be choosing today will be Electric Cherry, as it has recently been put back into the game in WIDOWS. So with Electric Cherry, what it does, you can only get this perk from the Wonder Fizz machine, which is a random perk generator. Now you are not guaranteed this perk on the first try, like on the first time buying it. You will get other perks that you don't have, but say if you have all the buyable perks on the map, you have a high chance of actually getting Electric Cherry. So just go up to the Wonder Fizz machine, start hitting it up for a while, and you'll eventually get this perk. Now with the effects of this perk, what it actually does is if you have a weapon that can be reloaded, such as a submachine gun or a shotgun, when you reload that, an electric shock will burst out of yourself and it will kill a few zombies. In the gameplay, you'll see me just going around, showing you that I'm using my weapon, reloading, and it will shock a few zombies. Now this perk is really good for training, especially on WIDOWS when they actually brought this perk back into WIDOWS itself. It's amazing for training because there's heaps of training locations on WIDOWS. I mean, I love training in the courtyard, as you can see in the gameplay, and this perk's just amazing because when you are going to reload, because there are times you have to reload your weapon, of course, you just get electric shock that affects the zombies, and they sometimes die. When it goes to about high rounds, they will be less vulnerable to the actual perk itself, but for the lower rounds, this is amazing. Another way you can actually get this perk is by using Perkaholic. So say if you are on like round 1, 2, 3, maybe even 4, and you were just like grabbing points to open doors and stuff like that, by using your Perkaholic, which gives you actually these two perks, which is Electric Cherry and Widow's Wine, you can just use this to your complete advantage, and it's amazing. You don't even have to use your bullets at lower rounds. You just have to shoot, reload, and it kills the zombies and you get the points at the same time. But that's pretty much a brief description of what this perk can do. If you want to see more information on it, I'll put some links in the description to where you can read a little bit more information about the perk and the history behind it. But that's pretty much Electric Cherry. Moving on to the other perk that we're going to be talking about today is Widow's Wine. Now, as I said before, these two perks are only possible to get on WIDOWS by using the Wonder Fizz machine. If you want to actually go and get this perk on a different map, you can. You can go back to Shadows of Evil and buy it in the underground area, which is really good, but a lot of us don't really want to play Shadows of Evil right now, so that's why we're playing on WIDOWS. So as I said before, you're kind of going to need to go and get it off the Wonder Fizz machine. Now this perk, personally, I don't get it as much as I do as Electric Cherry because it's a bit more rarer. And as I mean by that, I mean that this perk is just a little bit harder to get in the Wonder Fizz. I mean, you do have to get a lot of the perks around the map to actually get these perks from the Wonder Fizz machine a little bit more quicker. So Widow's Wine, what does it actually do? What are the effects of this perk? I mean, for some people, you're paying about 1,500 points to actually get this perk, and what does it actually do? So it does the same effects that it would usually do on Shadows of Evil, but put it back into Dreisendrach. So what it does is once you have actually drunken this perk, you can go up to a zombie, and once it actually hits you, it will be exploded with your like web really, and the zombie will slow down for a short time. It's seriously like a second Juggernog. Now, as we all know, Juggernog is a buyable perk, and for some challenges that we do on Black Ops 3 Zombies, you don't want to get Juggernog, or you actually can't get Juggernog, and by using Widow's Wine, it's a second Juggernog. Now, if you're wondering how zombies get clobbered with this web when they come up and touch you, they'll be affected by it, and that means in the corner you'll see that you will lose a grenade. And what these are different to your normal type of grenades that you get when you spawn into a game. So another effect with this perk is by using the grenades. As you can see, I'm just running around at the moment, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna get a few zombies. And I get a few zombies, and I throw my grenade into the horde, and what it actually does is explode, and most of the horde, you know, traps in that sticky web, and it does slow down the zombies. It kind of has the effects as the wolf bow. If you shoot your wolf bow, it will slow down the zombies a bit. It's kind of like that, but in a perk form. Now, this perk is really good for when you're going to do things around the map. On Shadows of Evil, you had to do a lot of things to get to the higher rounds. On Dreisendrach, you're kind of doing less, but say if you're going to get a zombie shield, or if you're going to grab ammo or anything really, and you get hit by a zombie, you know, this will activate, and you'll be fine. You can just use your bow to get out of that stick situation. Now, a good thing about this perk is that you can actually get your grenades back, and if you're wondering how you can do that, you can just, you know, kill your zombies whilst they are in the sticky web, and once they are actually dead, they will drop this little spider icon. You can just go up to that and you'll receive one grenade. So one icon equals one grenade, and you guys get the deal. So that is what the perks do, and now I'm going to be telling you my personal opinion on the perks. Now, personally, I would have to choose Widow's Wine over Electric Cherry, as Widow's Wine is more effective at higher rounds. I mean, you know, you have grenades, and if you want to get crawlers, this is the easiest way to get crawlers and to keep your zombie at the same time. So Widow's Wine has to overrule Electric Cherry, because Electric Cherry doesn't have that much effects as Widow's Wine would. You know, Electric Cherry, you reload your weapon, and you know, you're just shooting, you just keep doing what you're doing. With Widow's Wine, if you want to go get a zombie shield, if you want to go do something to get a max ammo, a drop, Widow's Wine is the one for you, because it slows down zombies, it traps zombies in a web, and it just makes everything a whole lot easier for you, especially for the new people who are coming to zombies, because there are a lot of new people who wanting to, you know, join the game and just have a lot of fun. Widow's Wine is seriously amazing, especially for the noobs who can't find Juggernog, because I remember first time playing Dreisendrach, I could not find Juggernog, but I found a Wonder Fizz machine. So if you went up to a Wonder Fizz machine and you got this perk, it's a whole lot better. So I would have to say that, you know, Widow's Wine is a way better perk than Electric Cherry, just because of what it can actually do and the effects it has on the zombies. Because the only thing with you know, Electric Cherry and what it can actually do is that once you reload near a zombie, it can be shocked by the electric blast, and like you can kind of do that with the Gobblegum pop shocks by using your melee. Like I mean seriously, go up to a zombie, stab a zombie, and it's electrocuted. It's a kind of the same effects with the Electric Cherry perk. So I would have to say that Widow's Wine is the best perk from what it can actually do. So if you're wondering what is the best perk for higher rounds, Widow's Wine would have to be the one for you if you're going to use the Wonder Fizz machine. Now, these perks aren't a must-have for the high rounds, but I just thought I'd throw this out there that Widow's Wine is really good, especially if you're training. If you're camping, it's more of a you don't really need it kind of perk, but if you're a trainer like me and you want to get to the high rounds, Widow's Wine does overrule the two perks you can get from the Wonder Fizz machine at the moment, which is Electric Cherry and Deadshot Daiquiri. Deadshot Daiquiri did not make it on the list as it really doesn't have that much effects on the zombies, it just gives you more headshots. So that's pretty much it, guys. That's what I think about these two perks, and I think that Widow's Wine is just completely OP, and that is just so underrated, and you should be using it for Horizon Drag. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If it helped you in any way, shape or form, be sure to drop a like on it. Shows you guys really support my videos. DLC 2 will be coming up very quick, so you don't want to miss out on all the videos. But you know, just subscribe to my channel, do all that jazzy fun stuff. I will see you in the next one. Peace out and goodbye.